Hey, how's it going? This is the McGuire Review, and today we're going to be taking a look at Loot Crate's July and August crates. Now, for July, I got the crate, I got the Loot Tee, just their t-shirt that they offer. That's part of the Loot. They're calling it now Loot Wear. It used to be called Level Up. And I also get the socks, which is a general thing that I get pretty much every month. For August, I got the crate, and I also got the socks. Now, the socks haven't shown up yet. That probably will be here beginning to middle of next week. So I wanted to go ahead and do this review and unboxing because I'm running a little late on my Loot Crate unboxings, and we're already now at the end of August. And I just got this box a couple days ago, so I really want to just go ahead and do both July and August now. So I'm not going to do a review on the actual socks for this month, but you can go to their website and check those out. For the August socks, you got a pair of Suicide Squad socks, and you got a pair of the Punisher socks. Okay, so with that, what we're going to do is we're going to get straight into the July, and then we'll hit the August. So I'm going to set this off to the side here. And let's see. Let's go ahead and start with. We'll go ahead and just go ahead and start with our crate. All right. So we'll get that one open, and this one followed a futuristic theme, and you can see there at the inside of this box, you've got some background from like Futurama, and again, Loot Crate does a great job with actually making the box almost one of the items that come in the crate. Again. Loot Crate does a fantastic job with value per price point. What you're looking at right here is around the $13 mark. Now, you're going to have shipping with that as well, so it's right at that like $19.99, $20 mark per month delivered to your door. But again, let's rip the shipping out of there. It's not gouging for that. What you're actually paying for is around the $13 mark that's in this box. And it blows me away every time what they're able to do for that price point. So let's go ahead and get in the box, set these aside, and the first item, and you've probably already seen this in other unboxings, this was a fantastic item. I'm not a huge Futurama fan. This is not one that I particularly watch. I'm more of a Rick and Morty, so I love the fact that the t-shirt in this one, we'll get to it here, is actually a Rick and Morty. But this item was awesome, and it was a Loot Crate exclusive, and it's basically a little mini replica of the ship.
Now, I'll pull that out really quick here to let you kind of look at that, because they did a really, really good job with it. It's got a nice little stand here. It says Planet Express on it. Really nice little stand. It's got a little clear holder here that you can stand the ship up on. I can get a hold of it. And we'll put that like this. So you can see that, and then here you got the actual ship from the cartoon series.
And one thing I thought was pretty cool how they did it was it's magnetic, so it just clips, magnet-wise right onto that little stand, and you can see how cool that is. I mean, that is just a super cool item they put in this month's in the July crate. The next thing we've got here is a Mega Man. This one as well is an exclusive, and it's got like an exclusive color to it. Let me open this guy up and get that out of the pack, and you can see mine's got a little bit of a not a nick, but a little bit of a grease smear or something kind of on the front. I might be able to get that off with some alcohol wipies or something. I don't know. We'll see. But other than that, it's got a really nice shiny kind of metallic paint job, and it's a very unique like orange color. So it's almost like they gave the standard red Mega Man power suit a little bit of an orangish tint, but it's a really nice metallic paint. And you'll see it's 2.5, maybe 3 inches tall. I think this is a 3-inch model. I'm not sure. It doesn't say there, but I really like that. It's a nice little power suit Mega Man. That looks good. So we'll set him right there. And we'll get this box out of the way. We're going to go right to the t-shirt. This was a Rick and Morty t-shirt. I'm a big Rick and Morty fan. And it's just got a few different images there. The portals and the portal guns and various things. You can see that. So I really like this t-shirt. Happy they included a Rick and Morty t-shirt. Anytime they do Rick and Morty stuff, I'm like, yes! Alright, so that's the t-shirt. The pin this time was a Star Trek pin. So your Star Trek fans are going to be a big win for you guys this month, and it is a full, live long and prosper Star Trek pin. And again, they do a great thing with their pins. You go to lootcrate.com/pins, and there's always some extra, usually some digital stuff that you can get. I think this one's, it says Star Trek Online, so I think you get some extra stuff with the Star Trek Online game with this pin. And again, that's just thrown in. So, and it's usually some exclusive stuff like a different item or weapon or an outfit or something to that effect. So you get that with the pin. So this next one is a Star Trek The Next Generation item, and this again is a Loot Crate exclusive. Now, I apologize, but I'm not going to open this one. I'd like to keep this in the pack for now at least, but what this is actually a little gold-colored plate that's got some sticky on the back of it, and it says, Enterprise. It's like a plaque that indicates it's like the Enterprise, and there's some information about the Enterprise that's on this plaque. So if you want to see this out of the box, you might want to check out some of the other unboxings that are out there where they've got it out and you can kind of see what it looks like. You can also check lootcrate.com's website to see what it looks like. But this is kind of one of these items that I know what's in here, so I kind of want to keep it in the package for now as kind of a collector item. Because it is really cool, and I just don't know where I want to put it right now, so I don't want to take it out and then not have anywhere to put it, and kind of wish I would have had it still in the pack. So next item we've got is a comic. It's 4001 AD variant front cover, and this is a #1 Loot Crate exclusive. So it's a brand new comic that we've got here, and Loot Crate's got their own custom exclusive front artwork on it, which I think is pretty cool. And I will get this out of the pack and give it a read. Because I do like these exclusive Variant 1 comics that they do. They've been really good in the past, so I'm excited about actually getting through that. And the last item we've got in the box is our book they include, which I'll tell you, these books just keep getting better and better in how they're putting them together. And quite frankly, that's through the research that they do. Loot Crate does a fantastic job in surveying the people that buy their crates, taking the feedback and actually making changes, and they make those changes pretty quickly. I'm really actually impressed with the turnaround that they have with taking in all that data from their customer base and making changes to the boxes, the crates, the books, the items in the crates. So, this one I thought was cool. It's got like a little coloring page that they put into it, which I thought was kind of an interesting little ad. They've got a bit on each one of the items that are in this crate, and then there's a few other advertisements and things that they put in, and then at the end, obviously, they've always got pictures of people taking pictures of the things that they get over the course of the month. So that's nice. It's kind of neat. You open up the book and just like, oh, I wonder if they got a picture of because I'll put on Instagram things, and I'm sure others do as well. So it's kind of fun to look at the book and see if you got included for that month. So that's your book. So that's going to be the month of July. So pretty strong month for me, in my opinion, of what you actually got in these crates. And I'll have pictures here at the end of everything up close. So we'll get this out of the way for now. Again, for July, our tee. I got the tee. Awesome for the tee in the month of July. We got a Voltron t-shirt, and man, look at how cool that is. I love the design. They did it in a way where it's got a very good feel just kind of across the board on that. It isn't really cartoony. It's got kind of a vintage feel to it, but at the same time a little bit of the newer colors and styling into it. So they did a great job, in my opinion, with this t-shirt. It's probably, at this point, one of my favorite t-shirts that I actually own. So to be able to say that, I have a ton of t-shirts. This is probably one of my favorites right now. Month of July was our socks, and I really like the socks they had as well. Another big win for the Rick and Morty fans. We had a pair of Rick and Morty socks. These were a Loot Crate exclusive as well. And this is your standard crew. It's got basically just Rick, Morty, and a portal gun on it. And it's a nice thick, these are a nice thick grade socks. So I'm liking to really see that these socks are continuing to get higher and higher quality. They were always good in my opinion, but I've noticed they've really started to get a much higher quality sock consistently month after month. And then the other one we've got here is a Mega Man sock. This is another Loot Crate exclusive, and I really like this. It's got full artwork, front and back, Mega Man, all of his enemies on there. Well, maybe not all of them, but most of them I can see here. And a nice blue standard Mega Man on the front and back, just kind of geared up, ready for the shot. So I really like these full-scale artwork socks that they're doing, and this is actually the what they consider their athletic sock. It's got kind of that really thick, spongy sock material that they used on the. If you remember, they did a sock on Mario Brothers, and they had like Mario versus Bowser. It's that same type of material. So I really like it when they do that, because those socks hold up really, really well, and they're very, very comfortable. So that's the month of July. That's what we got going on in the month of July. And let's get right into our August stuff. So starting with the crate, what we're going to have here, and I'm going to hit the t-shirt right off the bat. You know, I have to say, this is probably the first t-shirt that hasn't been a big one for me, because I'm just not an Archer fan. I don't watch that series. But for those out there that are, it probably is a pretty cool t-shirt for you. And you'll see here it's a standard Archer t-shirt, kind of going presidential campaign. And it's got the year, which I thought was pretty cool, they put on there. So it's got 2016. So that's pretty neat. That's our t-shirt for August. Okay, the next thing we've got here is they actually included a pair of socks in this crate, which I was really happy about. Oh, and the theme on this crate is Anti-Hero, so that's why you'll see a lot of the items will kind of follow that theme. I love it when they put these socks in the monthly crate, because then that means I get 3 pairs of socks in the month, because I always do the sock from the loot wear as well. And these are from Kill Bill, so I thought that was pretty cool. And it's just got it's just kind of the standard Kill Bill colors. It's got sort of some blood kind of splattered on it. So I thought that was a pretty cool pair of socks. Got that. They did another Q Fig this month. They've done 2 other Q Figs this year. One of the Hulk and another of Deadpool, which were both awesome. This one is a Harley Quinn Q Fig. It is not the newer style that they have here on the back, which it's kind of a mixed bag. I'm like, oh man, that really would have been cool if they would have done that one, because it's kind of like the new one. But I do really like the one that they did. And this is a Loot Crate exclusive as well, so I definitely will be keeping the box on this one, and I'm being careful with it. This one is an older style, and it's got this little backing, which I think is pretty neat. You can put on there if you want, kind of set behind it. She comes with a little sign that says, "Hi Puddin', miss me." And you'll see there that it is essentially her with the classic... it's her with the classic hammer and the dog. And the hammer actually is removable if you wanted to remove it for one reason or the other. And you can see here you've got this little sign, and I'll pop this in really quick. That goes right in there like that. Yeah, it looks like it's going to need some... Okay, I'll do that later, because it looks like you're really going to have to push that down. But the sign essentially kind of goes right here, and it is pretty... That's a pretty light little plastic stick, so I don't want to try to just force it in right now and end up breaking it. But the sign would go like that, and you can see it's a really nice model. Q Fig does a fantastic job with these things. I'm really impressed. And again, I mean, you'd pay more than $13 probably for just this one item. So, something to consider as you think about your crates in the market, and you think about, what Loot Crate really brings to the table. So, let's just kind of get this out of the way for now, because I'm running out of room here. All right, the next item that we've got is a World of Warcraft pin. So the pin for this month is World of Warcraft. And I don't know if this is going to start to see, if we're going to start to see a theme around this, where, last month's was the Star Trek, and it was an actual Star Trek pin. Now it's World of Warcraft. It's an actual World of Warcraft pin. Before that, I think we got a Fallout pin. Where, you know, the ones before that were more kind of them coming up with a creative pin around their theme, where now it's more of a pin that's specifically based off a certain brand or genre of game. So we'll have to see how that plays out over time, if that's kind of the way they're going to move things forward, which I'd have no problem with. Now, this one was a pretty special this month because this pin is actually worth $20. If you go to your lootcrate.com/pins that we always talk about, you're going to get all of the World of Warcraft expansions and game all the way up into, like, now. Now, you're not going to get the October release of the Legion expansion. I believe that comes out in October. You're only going to get all the expansions up to date as of right now, and I believe that would also include the level 90 boost, because that comes with a couple of the prior expansions. It's just kind of part of the deal. So I would assume, don't quote me on that, but I would assume the level 90 boost is going to come with this as well. So, you know, if you used to play World of Warcraft, you still play World of Warcraft, you haven't bought all the expansions for one reason or the other, you got this crate, guess what? You just got the free expansions all the way up to date. So, you know, that's worth $20 retail right now. So this pin's essentially worth $20. The next item that we have here is, it's actually a piggy bank, and I was surprised when I saw this item because I wasn't really sure when I pulled it out, because I'm a Hellboy fan. I mean, I like the comic. I really like the 2 movies that are out. And I saw the fist right before I saw the actual logo, Hellboy, at the top. I thought, oh, cool! It's the Hand of Doom, right? Or the Key of Doom, whatever you want to call it. But it's from Zach, and it is a Loot Crate exclusive. And I thought it was just going to be sort of a black and white kind of stone look, and I was surprised when I got it out that it actually is colored and painted and washed, and it looks really nice. The Hand of Doom that Hellboy, wears was attached to him as a baby, right? And it's basically the key to the apocalypse is what it is, if you follow the movies or the comics. And it's a nice little sculpt of the Hand of Doom, and at the bottom here, it's got the little plastic piece you can pop out to obviously get the coins out, so you don't have to smash it and shatter it to get your money out of it. And then in the front here, you've got a little slot to put in your money. I actually really like this item, and I'm glad they included it. And that is the last item in the crate for this month. So the crate may have felt a little light for people this month, but you have to look at the items. They did give you a pair of socks. They did give you the custom Piggy Bank, and you got the $20 worth of stuff with Warcraft, and you got the really nice Q Fig model for this month. So I mean, sometimes I just know I'm going to hear this and see this in other reviews of like, well, that's it. Like, it was really light this month. In comparison to maybe some of the stuff that's in the other crates, it probably feels an item too light, but really you got to look at what you got in the crate for that price point, around the $13 price point. I mean, that again, this right here is worth more than $13. So I'm completely satisfied with what we got in the crate this month. Now, you will notice there's an extra little piece that was included in the box for this month, and that's because the box really has quite a bit. We've got a book here too we can look at, but the box has got quite a bit of versatility to it this time. It actually flips all the way inside out, and you use this piece and you kind of connect it all in, and it becomes a little Harley Quinn hammer. It'll become a box with like a little piece that'll kind of hang off, and this one's got like an actual pop out little triangular area here that kind of pops out, and that other piece will insert into it. So that's what the box does this time, which I thought was pretty cool. And here's what I would suggest doing. I would suggest creating that little Harley Quinn hammer with the box, setting it down, and then using that as like a little display. You could even take this little piece right here, maybe kind of put it up if you got it up against a wall, and kind of set it up, square it up in the back, and then use that as a little display case, because it'll be like a little hammer, and you can set your Harley Quinn model on that. I think that would look actually really cool, and I'm going to do that for the pictures at the end. I'm going to flip this inside out and get it set up, and I'll set it up like that just so you can kind of get a feel of what that would look like. I may not be able to prop this up because I'll have nothing to prop it up on. But other than that, I'll probably set that up for you just so you can get a feel. And I think that they probably designed it in that fashion when they thought through the design of the box, that it could dub as a display for the model here. Because I see a lot of people turn these boxes into shelves, and there was one they did with Aliens vs Predator that people. I actually had that box. I'm going to use that Aliens vs Predator as a display for some NECA Aliens vs Predator or just Predator models that I'm going to set on top of that Aliens vs Predator Loot Crate box, because I just think it'd be a cool kind of display piece. So I really like how they do that, and I'm not aware of anybody else in the market that does that like Loot Crate, where they actually make the box sort of one of the items that you get. It's usable, right? It's not just open it up and throw it away. Like, you can actually use the box for something. So it's very innovative. Getting into the book here, and you can see, I'll show this picture. Right on the front here is a picture of what you can do with that box. You can see what that's going to look like once you get that out. It's kind of got that Harley Quinn hammer look to it. So that's pretty neat. Again, it's got a write-up on each one of them, and they did something a little bit interesting in this one. Again, they just keep getting better and better with these. They actually put inside of this one, and it's 5 pages, a Suicide Squad comic book. So you got a 5-page long little comic book that centralizes around the Suicide Squad and Harley Quinn. It's got some great artwork, really high color, and I really like that. So that was a fun little read to kind of go through, right in the actual book. And then they kind of queued up some of the stuff they've got in some of their other boxes, their anime box, their gaming box. They queued up some of the Mega Crate items they got. Every month, if you have a crate, you get entered into this what's called a Mega Crate, where you can win one of these Mega Crates that are worth like $2,000 worth of stuff. I mean, there's gaming consoles, high-end Sideshow figs, there's TVs, there's gaming chairs. I mean, the list goes on and on and on about the stuff that you can get in these Mega Crates. So every month, if you're a normal subscriber, you get the crate, you're automatically entered to win this thing, and you might be one of these lucky winners that just, hey, you get a $2,000 crate to add on to your $13 crate that you got for this month. And they also have a, kind of a secondary winners type thing where, maybe about 15 people get a couple higher end items as well. So there's all kinds of stuff that Loot Crate's got going on right now. In my opinion, it's by far one of the best crates. Value for price point, absolutely in the market right now. I'm incredibly impressed with the stuff you guys are doing, so great job. This has been an unboxing of Loot Crate's July and August crates. Hit that like below, click the subscribe to join. This has been the McGuire Review, and we'll see you next time.